Forgive and forget for a happier life. Once upon a time in a peaceful village, there lived a wise old man named Samuel. He was known far and wide for his wisdom and the serene happiness that radiated from him. People often wondered what his secret was, and they called him the happiest man in the village. One day, a curious young man named Ethan approached Samuel. He asked, "Sir, how do you manage to stay so happy all the time? What's your secret?" Samuel smiled warmly and replied, "My dear friend, it's all about forgiving and forgetting. Let me tell you a story to illustrate." Samuel began his tale. "Long ago, I had a dear friend named Thomas. We were inseparable, sharing our joys and sorrows. But one day, a misunderstanding caused a bitter argument. We said hurtful words and parted ways in anger." Ethan listened intently, waiting for the moral of the story. Years passed, and the anger and resentment festered within me. Samuel continued. "I couldn't sleep, and my happiness started to fade. Then, one day, I realized that holding onto that grudge was poisoning my soul. I decided to seek forgiveness and rekindle our friendship." Ethan asked, "But what if Thomas still held onto the anger?" Samuel replied, "Oh, that's where the magic of forgiveness lies. When I approached Thomas and sincerely apologized, he, too, realized the futility of our feud. He forgave me, and we embraced like long-lost brothers. From that day on, our friendship was stronger than ever." Ethan was beginning to understand. So, forgiving and forgetting can bring happiness. "Exactly," Samuel nodded. "When you forgive, you release the burden of anger and resentment, and when you forget, you make room for new, positive experiences. It's like cleaning out a dusty, old room to let in fresh air and light." Ethan left Samuel's side that day, carrying with him a valuable lesson. He realized that holding onto grudges only brought misery, while forgiveness and forgetting opened the door to a happier life. From that day on, Ethan too practiced the art of forgiveness and forgetting. He found that it not only improved his relationships but also brought a profound sense of peace and happiness into his life. And so, the wisdom of Samuel's story spread throughout the village, reminding everyone that forgiving and forgetting was the key to a happier life.